What is going on, everyone? Platinum Bees coming at you with yet another video. Today we're talking about how gold only goes up. Yes, I'm stating that as an absolute fact. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, everybody, gold is the topic today. Platinum Bees, yes, my name's right there, but this is my gold sticker. These are some of my gold coins, and we're talking about gold only going up. Now, this statement sounds kind of silly in my opinion because this is a very similar statement to what certain people over on the Reddit forums known as Wall Street Bets say about stocks, right? They say stocks only go up, right? And right now I'm saying gold only goes up. But it is a pure fact that gold only goes up. It does not go down except for small dips here and there. And it only goes up over time. Over the long history of this metal, it sincerely has just gone up and up and up. And that's basically all it does. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I wanted to talk a little bit about gold and my views upon it and stuff like that. So I see gold as a money metal. Right? I see this as being real money. You can hold in your hands. It moves up with inflation, all that good stuff. But I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, I have always had a hard time buying gold. I buy it, but it's never fun for me because I'm always buying and it always feels like it's very high and very costly. But taking a look back at my purchases over the last few years, I can see that I'm already in the positive and in the green on those purchases. So I've already made money, and those purchases that I fought with myself over or whether or not I should buy them, turned out that they were a pretty good investment of my money. So if you take a look at the gold charts, right, the past week, we're up. The past year, we're up. The past forever, we're up, right? And so when you look at that, you can't help but say gold only goes up because that's all it does, is it just goes up and up and up. Now, there are certain market conditions where the price goes down. If you take a look at March 2020's chart, when the whole economy was nuts, gold was actually the best performing asset during that time, but even it struggled a little bit. It went down just a small amount. As far as I believe people were selling it off in mass quantities to cover all of their other investments that had gone straight into the toilet. So that is something to consider when you see prices dip. You got to take a look at the economy as a whole, and if it's really in the toilet, then what you're going to see is gold go down a little bit. You just are, because a lot of people and a lot of big-time investors hold this metal as a hedge. They make it 5 to 10% of their portfolio, and they hold it as like a security, basically. This metal has been able to secure a lot of the big boy investors for a long time, right? They might not get into as much of the metals as some of us stackers do, but they do hold it, especially if they've got billions or even multiple millions, right? It's just smart to hold this metal because in the event of a crazy economic event, they can sell it off and cover their issues they have, whether they took loans against their stocks or their real estate or whatever, and now the banks are calling those loans and they have to provide funds. They can sell off the gold and they're secure, they're protected, they'll be all right. They'll make it through whatever the economy's going through. And so even in those dips, it's not very long-lived, and ultimately it just goes back up. So does gold only go up? Yes, we can say that as a matter of fact. Now, I know I'm going to get some comments on this video, but I bought gold and then I lost money when I sold it. Well, I mean, yes, that's always a potential with any investment of any kind ever, right? My guess is that you had to sell at a certain time, and unfortunately you sold during one of the small dips, and more likely than not, that gold you sold and lost money on, you bought it more recently as well, right? Because if you bought gold 10 years ago, you're not losing money. I don't care about dips or anything. You're not losing any money if you bought it 10 years ago. If you bought it 20 years ago, even more so. You're just not losing money. It's never going to go back down to those 10 years ago, 20 years ago prices. It just isn't, because that's just not what gold does. Gold only goes up, and we know that. So with that being said, when you're making gold purchases, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind that gold only goes up. So even if you buy it today and you could have saved a few bucks tomorrow, think of how much you've made after 5, 10, whatever amount of years that you've been holding on to it and stacking over the long term. That's really what you got to kind of think about, and that's really what you got to kind of focus on when it comes to gold. Again, when I make gold purchases, I struggle with it. I fight myself over it. I'm like, I don't really want to spend the money on gold because it's so high, but it's always so high. It's always going to be so high, and it's just going to go higher. So that's what I think about gold. That's my thoughts and opinions on the matter. I do stack gold. I know a lot of people say gold's not worth buying. It's all-time high. I've been fighting with that myself. I haven't bought any this year thus far. But for the second half of the year, I probably will jump back in regardless of where the price is. Because I can't just wait around forever to find that magic sub $2,000 dip. If it'll even happen at all. And if it does, it'll be all right. Because if I hold long enough, it won't matter in the long haul anyways. So yeah, that's my thoughts and opinions on gold. Let me know yours down below. What do you think? You know, I know a lot of people stack gold. A lot of people love gold. They buy gold. And a lot of people don't like it. They think that silver and platinum are better investments because of the speculation, because they're so much lower price than gold, because they're not near their all-time high. And I get those arguments. I really do. I understand them fully. And I am a big backer of platinum for that reason. I love the metal. I think it's affordable. Relatively speaking, especially comparing it to gold. So obviously, I'm a platinum bull. But I'm a gold bull in the sense that I will hold it forever, right? And if I do that, it'll only go up and it'll only increase. Whereas platinum and silver, with their speculative markets and different things that can occur, they can really go way up or they can just stay way down, right? Both of those metals have proven that at multiple times in the past, where they've gone way up and then they've seen their price cut in half and they just float there forever, right? Silver was $50 an ounce back in the day, and now it's less than half that. Platinum was $2,000 an ounce back in the day, and now it's less than half that. Nowhere in the history of time have we ever seen gold reach an all-time high and then go to half that price. Right now, we're looking around the all-time high of $2,200, $2,300, and we'll never see $1,150 gold. We just won't. It will not happen. At least I don't think so. Maybe you disagree, and you can leave that in the comment section down below. But yeah, y'all, that's what I have for you today. I appreciate everyone stopping by and checking out the video today. Be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button so you can always stay up to date with future updates on the Platinum Beast channel. And with all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.